You won't find a lot of home lawns in Japanese cities. There's a lot of concrete, a lot of buildings and streets. Sure, in parks you can find some grassy areas, but that's about it. So one day when I was walking down the street in Fukuoka, I was surprised to stumble across this. What have we here? There's not a lot of lawns in this neighborhood, but this looks special. Hey, how you doing?
Great.
I haven't seen a lot of lawns. This looks spectacular.
Yeah, but lots of work to do. Just got finished mowing the lawn today.
Welcome to a very special edition of ATC at Home from Japan at what I think, and I'm sure you'll agree after you see it, is the best lawn in the city of Fukuoka. I'm here with Andrew McDaniel, the proprietor of this
masterpiece,
the man responsible for this, and we're going to talk about how he gets it done on this really amazing lawn.
Thank you.
Andrew, what grass are we looking at here?
We call this himei korai.
And himei stands for princess or something?
Yeah, it's basically a dwarf type zoysiagrass.
So dwarf type and maybe narrow leaf, something like
blades,
that.
Right.
Same like you use on golf course putting greens?
That's it.
In Japan?
Right.
And this came from the same nursery that the golf course?
Exactly. Totori.
Okay. And when did you put this in? Because you used to have an amazing lawn that was cool season grass.
It was amazing at times. From probably November through June. It's one of the best lawns in the neighborhood. And then the heat set in. Of course, we're right next to the asphalt here, so it's probably 10 degrees hotter than the air temperature. So it was tall fescue, and just couldn't stand the heat. So my wife was like, I can't stand looking at dirt from July through October, so we converted to this himei korai back in fall of 2022.
Okay. And we're recording this in June of 2023.
Right.
So this is about 9 months old.
9 months, maybe 2 months of growing weather.
I'm pretty impressed. I don't see any sod seams. How did you accomplish that?
Well, I call myself a pro at sodding, so yeah, I laid it down pretty good. There's not really, well, I mean, you just do it the right way, I guess.
Okay. And did you put any fertilizer on this?
I put some fall fertilizer on it, maybe 3 grams of nitrogen in the fall, but nothing this year yet.
And how often do you mow it?
Probably once every 2 weeks. Just put a fresh cut on it today.
I know some people with zoysia lawns, they're concerned about it getting thatchy or getting too puffy and scalping. Do you have any concerns about that, and how do you avoid that?
I do. I just try to keep it cut low, but this is only the first year, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But yeah, it's a possibility that it could rise up on you and get puffy. But might just go have to find a handmade verticutter and put some top dressing down in there. I don't know. We'll deal with that when it comes. But
on a golf course, you don't have that puffy problem because you get so much traffic, right?
True. Yeah. I get a few cats walk on it, but other than that, it doesn't get much traffic. Under the basketball goal, you'll find in the wintertime it gets a little bit of traffic in here, and it'll brown out a little bit quicker. But other than that, it doesn't really receive much traffic.
And I notice your neighbors don't have lawns. You must be the envy of the neighborhood. I mentioned that I think it's the best lawn in Fukuoka. It's the best lawn I've seen in Fukuoka. There's just not a lot of lawns here.
There's not. So I put in a lot of hard work to get this lawn going. And yeah, the neighbors, sometimes they ask me if it's real or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was looking really good to where you could make that mistake. I saw one of your neighbors has some artificial turf, and it doesn't look as good as your real turf does. Yeah. Now, some golf course superintendents I know, they maintain excellent turf on a huge property for the golf course, and when they come home, they just don't want to deal with the lawn. And I think you may have it right. You've got a turf that works well, you've got a grass species that works well in this climate, and you've got the right size of lawn, I think.
Yeah, I didn't want it to get too big because, yeah, like you said, you don't. Last thing you want to do is after a hard day's work at the golf course, you don't want to come home and have to cut grass.
Yeah, so you cut this, takes about 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds to cut, 30 seconds to sweep up, and then put a little water on it, another 30 seconds, about a minute and a half.
Do you paint this lawn in the winter?
I didn't last year. I used to have tall fescue, so it was green throughout the winter. But yeah, that's something I'm going to think about this year when I paint the golf course. I might come back here and put a coat on this probably in November or so. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
I hope you can do that thatch control by burning. I think that would be awesome.
That's a good idea.
So you could paint it and then burn it. I don't know. Watch out for your deck. That's a wood deck. Yeah. Watch out for the neighbors. Thanks, Andrew. That's kind of a short one. There's only so much you can say about a lawn that doesn't have any problems and is in such a, I don't know, good state already.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. It's good to have you over.
Yeah, I always have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing this in some more seasons.
Look forward to it.